Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast for today. I'm welcoming Mr. Roland Hakim. Roland is an associate marriage and family therapist here in Santa Barbara, California. Our topic for today is about adolescents' broken heart, uh, and we're gonna talk about the bad experience and the struggles, the hard situation, and especially the toxic relationship during this age. Uh, so, Roland, you are welcome first. And
Thank
can
you.
you, Roland, please tell us about yourself a little bit, like a little brief about yourself,
Sure,
your
yeah. Thank you for having me, and I hope
you're
this
welcome.
conversation now and in upcoming podcast
Mm-hmm.
bring a lot of awareness for a lot of people who experiencing challenges and bad experiences and maybe like emotions where they don't know exactly how they can deal with it and maybe why this happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
First, yeah, my name is Roland Hakim. I'm associate marriage and family therapist here in Santa Barbara. I'm currently work at Mount Fort Therapy Group. I'm accepting new clients. I work with a client who have or experience like depression and anxiety, life transition, traumas, also families who maybe sometimes experience maybe misunderstanding
Mm-hmm.
between the wife and the husband, even also with couples.
So let's start the first question.
Yeah,
Why do you think sometimes the heartbreaks feel so intense for some of teenagers?
yeah. When we are talking about uh, breaking between couples, break up, which mean like it's very hard. It
Mm.
experience a lot of emotions and a lot of things they don't know why this happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the brain is still developing, which mean like the during the teenage years, the emotional center of the brain, which mean the limbic system,
Mm-hmm.
is highly active, while the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain which is responsible of emotional regulation, perspective, is still developing. And when I'm saying in kind of like a growing,
Mm-hmm.
so teens in this period of their age experience their emotions highly strongly comparing to the
To the
adults where they
others.
have more emotion, sorry, where they have more maturity,
Mm-hmm.
where they have more self-awareness, also
Mm-hmm.
experiences in the past. So this affect the way how they look to the problem and the way how they can deal with the emotions. So always first love and first um,
Exactly.
uh, bro- heartbreaking is hard because like we still like pure, we know, oh, maybe this like the first love or maybe the first and the
Exactly.
last love, but reality is always different.
So yeah, we can tell like this is the beginning
Yeah.
for the.
Yes.
Okay, so when I talk about like the parents,
Mm.
how like parents should avoid saying or doing something within the situation or deal with with the kids,
Yeah.
especially the teenager.
When
Exactly.
we have kids that experiencing um, break up with
Mm-hmm.
their partners, it's very like important in the beginning to build the trust, building the trust that can let the kids to talk with the parents, where they can express themselves, where they can share like even if they have or did like any mistakes relate. This how we can let and support the parents to have. But I think in my perspective it's very important to avoid using
Exactly.
why we have
Yeah.
this like behaviors, why we have this like this emotions, and don't say or don't take anything from like joking. Sometimes we say like, in Middle East we say, like, you are
Exactly.
okay, you don't have to cry, like, yeah, it's like
Mm.
something easy. But no, or even like this very like sometimes very easy and simple situations, but it means a lot for the person because the pain
It
only like
hurts.
touch the kids.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think very important to be beside of them, support them, and let them express their self.
Exactly. You mentioned it, Middle Eastern now.
And
So
yeah,
can you like explain a little bit the difference between Middle Eastern culture and the U.S. culture, especially the relationship with between the parents and the kids during this period of
sure. Yeah, when we are talking about Western and Eastern, we are talking about collective
Mhm,
and collectivism and individualism cultural, which mean like in Middle East, a lot of kids grown up with like bunch of people, like
exact
family, relatives, community,
siblings,
so this is where the kids they can get more support, even if they
exactly.
have things they can even just like they can go and ask their loved one. Coming to the United States, even Europe, it's more uh, we have like individualism where like kids they don't have this kind of maybe sharing their stories, their experiences, because the environment it's more close. They don't see others experience to learn from it or from them, which means it gives more them like more feel like more insecure to share
Mm-hmm,
because they don't know what others part from the people or friends have experienced. So it's more important to let kids maybe share their stories and like maybe with family, with like friends, to maybe get support. But this is not enough. What
exactly.
it's enough like when we have some like maybe hard situation, parents or friends or like loved one
Mm-hmm.
feel they are they don't know like how they can help. So therapy is the solution.
Oh, I'm about to ask you this
Yeah.
question about when should someone consider to see or to talk to therapist when with and with level.
Yeah, always we have like sometimes we have to like accept our emotions, we have to accept the situation. But here I want to mention everyone like in life don't put expectations, because how much you put expectations it's how much you feel pain in your experience.
Exactly.
After we feel like this emotions, it gives sometimes like maybe 1 2 weeks to feel like sad, disappointed, that's fine. But after these 2 weeks, when you start feeling, I'm talking about
Depressed.
like for teens, like if they start feeling unmotivated, like
Yeah, exactly.
low energy, just to spend time in their own like rooms,
Mm-hmm.
more like isolation. They don't engage to talk with anyone. So here, which means the symptoms of like depression or anxiety showing up. So here, where we can take like serious step,
Exactly.
talk with the family. If the family didn't help, seek help from like any counselor, any therapist, to help the parents and the teen, which means the kids who experience this situation, to know how they can deal with their emotions. They understand what the triggers and why this happening.
Exactly. So yeah.
And here I want to mention like seeking help from therapists is nothing wrong, and it's
Mm-mm.
nothing like to judge the person. It's like therapy is more like about safe space where we can feel heard and seen. It's not
That's the
just like
truth.
to fix the person, it's to let the person make their own decision to look to the problem from maybe a new perspective and to make a new version of themselves.
That's that's great. Uh, the last question, Roland. What advice would you give to teenagers who feel like their brain will never get better? Some of them they said this is the end. No. What do you wanna advise them? What should they
Yeah,
do?
what's something I can share today in this podcast? If you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you feel lonely, you are not alone here.
Yeah,
Your family is there, your loved one is there. As a therapist, I'm here. So you are not alone in this life. So we are here to support you, to help you understand. You are important to everyone in your life. And first, love is not just like the rose, like uh, rose like or golden period of your life to just be this the first and the last person I have to be with. Sometimes like we have to share like experiences,
Exactly.
and always something I say even to myself, like each person we meet in life, it can be either a lesson or a gift. Lesson, even when we have like bad experience breaking up, we learn from it to avoid to have in
Definitely.
the future. And gift, when
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
feel okay, I have this person where they can understand me, support me, they are always with me. So nothing wrong if you have felt or like if there is a failure in this relationship. It is the beginning.
Exactly. This is the
Yeah,
beginning. Thank you, Roland, for your advice, for sharing with us your knowledge about everything in
yeah.
therapy. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
coming.
and I want to say to everyone, if you like this episode, share it with your people, and
Yeah.
if you have any questions or maybe topic you would like us to talk in the future, please write them in the comment. And thank you for watching us and also for supporting us.